Oh, it's coming along nice. Look at that. Looking good. The roof noise is quieter out here than inside, so that's fun. I bet our next door neighbor really appreciates this at 9:30 in the morning. On a Sunday. And all the battens up on the back. They've pulled back in the gully. And onto the ridging bit, which technically we don't own, but you know, might as well fix it while we're here. What a difference a day makes. This whole side's got the battens now as well. See if I can get out of the road, would be nice. Coming along quite well. Shall we go have a look at the back? Here's the roof tiles that are starting to go up. So the tiles for our roof are black. These are presumably some of the red ones that got taken down sort of in error on the bit of the roof that belongs to the neighbors. So it looks like they're actually just putting the same tiles back up there, which is quite good. Well, we found something else the hard way. Let's find out this. Oh, look at that. Yeah, lead paint. That's lead paint too. But wait, there's more. That's lead paint too. Seems to just be mainly the yellow, but it does mean this whole house just got a lot trickier. So we'll test the downstairs later, but yes, our sort of quick deal with this and paint is now going to probably take 2 to 3 weeks before we can even get ready to paint. But I think we have a plan. We will continue steaming off the wallpaper. We will put down some barrier and then some joint compound and then some paint. So yeah, it adds about 4 steps to the process, but hopefully then will be safer for us and anybody who has this house in the future. So that's how we're spending the next fortnight. Well, that's another hour and a half or so of steaming. So unsurprisingly, it's a slow process. There's a lot of just mastic, loads of years of mastic, different kinds of mastic, lots of drilled holes. Frankly, these plugins were all just done terribly. So we'll have, even though they work, I wouldn't trust them. but we also just have a lot of this kind of cracking. So I might just get my structural engineer back out again. Just there's enough of it, you know, along the cracks, probably just settling, but I don't want to be the one to decide that it's just settling. And of course, because that's the way life goes, ran out of water in the steamer before that one strip. So we'll get to that tomorrow. Also on the list for tonight/tomorrow is to find somebody that can come help take out these fireplaces properly. We've already had the asbestos removed from outside, but I haven't actually had them come inside because we weren't quite sure what we were going to do about the chimneys, etc. But we're making some headway. Oh gosh. And I keep stepping on this broken floorboard right there, which you can see is just about cracked all the way through. So fully expect to go through that floor at some point when I'm not paying attention. But look at Andy's office. It's amazing.
Right, there's a spot there.
Oh, there's a spot there that needs the steamer still.
There's a spot there.
And over there. But all the shelves are down. All of that.
Including the most evil screw you've ever seen in your life. Look at this. You swearing on these?
You swear away, my
Look
love.
at this fucker. Like, nearly destroyed the screwdriver getting it out.
Don't destroy my screwdriver.
To pull it out, almost pull it out with pliers.
Yeah, it's been rough. The wall was also covered in just a really thin layer of styrofoam, presumably some kind of ancient insulation, not a particularly helpful insulation. So we're getting there. At least we've got the day off tomorrow. So we're just going to be stripping. We're about to bag up this hot mess. Thankfully, the room that we're using as our bedroom, even though this will be the bedroom, doesn't have any lead. So at least in there, we actually feel, you know, we're fine. Not that our brains are fully developed. The lead paint is not as much of an issue for us as it would be for someone with young, tiny humans. So it's all right. What we haven't done yet is tests behind this wallpaper or the crown wallpaper. We will do that tomorrow. We'll do a test sample just to see what the lead situation is. I also need to test all the paint on the stairs themselves. Although I think we've decided to knock these big panels out just to make it a bit lighter. So hopefully once we kind of make some headway with that, it'll feel a little bit less dated, but also just a little bit less narrow. It'll technically be as narrow, but not as bad. And down there, a little teaser of the future. Mama bought herself a table saw. So that's going to be fun. So we will see you tomorrow with more of this stuff.